Someone just tagged you in a photo. You open it, and for half a second before you can stop it, something in you flinches. That isn't the face you know. The smile sits wrong. One eye looks lower than the other, the jaw seems heavier, the whole thing feels slightly off, like a stranger wearing your clothes. And you think the same three words almost everyone thinks when they see themselves. I look terrible. But you don't look terrible. You look exactly like you. The face in that photo is the face the entire world has been looking at your whole life. The only person on earth who finds it strange is you. And the reason why is far stranger than vanity. Your brain is running a program that is older than farming, older than language, a program built for a world with no cameras, no mirrors, no screens. And that program was never designed to look at a photograph of your own face. To understand why, you have to start with a simple question. When have you actually seen your own face? Not a photo, not a video. Your real face, in real time. The answer is the mirror. Every morning, you lean toward the glass. You fix your hair, check your teeth, decide if you look tired thousands of times, tens of thousands of times. For your entire life, the mirror has been your face. But the mirror is lying to you, gently, constantly, constantly. A mirror flips you. The face looking back is reversed left to right. The mole on your left cheek sits on the right. The way your smile pulls a little higher on one side is swapped, your part falls the other way. No human face is perfectly symmetrical, and every small asymmetry you own is reversed in the glass. And here's the thing. That reversed version is the version you love. It's the one you've studied 100,000 times. It's the one your brain has quietly decided is correct. A camera does something different. A camera shows you the way everyone else sees you. It shows the real, unflipped face, the one your friends recognize instantly, the one that is, in every objective sense, you. So when you look at a photo, you are meeting a face you have almost never seen. Your friends have seen it their whole lives. You have not. And your brain, comparing this unfamiliar arrangement to the mirror face it has memorized, sounds a quiet alarm. Something is wrong here. Nothing is wrong. The face is just flipped from the one you know. This isn't a guess. In 1977, 3 psychologists named Theodore Mita, Marshall Dermer, and Jeffrey Knight ran an experiment that proves it cleanly. They took photographs of people and then made 2 versions of each. One normal, one mirror reversed. Then they showed both to the person in the photo and to that person's close friends and asked a simple question. Which one do you prefer? The results split perfectly down a line no one usually notices. The people in the photos preferred the mirror reversed image, the version that matched what they see in the glass. Their friends preferred the normal image, the version that matched what they see in real life. Same face, same person, 2 groups looking at it. And each group liked the version they were used to. Read that again, because it dissolves the whole illusion. Your friends aren't being kind when they say a photo looks like you. To them, it looks exactly right. You're the only one seeing a stranger because you're the only one comparing it to a reflection. So why does the brain do this? Why does mere familiarity feel like beauty and unfamiliarity feel like something being wrong? For that, you have to go back much further than any mirror. In 1968, a psychologist named Robert Zahont discovered something he called the mere exposure effect. The idea is almost embarrassingly simple. The more often you're exposed to something, the more you tend to like it. Not because it improves, not because you learn anything new about it, simply because you've seen it before. Zahont showed people random shapes, foreign words, nonsense symbols, faces. The ones people saw more often were the ones they rated as more pleasant, more likable, more trustworthy. Repetition alone bred warmth, and this happens beneath thought. It happens even when people don't consciously remember seeing the thing at all. Now ask the deeper question, the one this whole video is really about. Why would evolution build a brain that confuses familiar with good? Picture the world your ancestors actually lived in. A small band, 30, maybe 50 people. You knew every face. You'd known most of them since birth. And in that world, a familiar face carried a message written into your survival. This one hasn't hurt you. This one is yours. This one is safe. An unfamiliar face carried the opposite message. Stranger, outsider, unknown. In a world where the wrong human could mean a spear, a raid, a stolen child, novelty wasn't neutral. Novelty was risk. So the brain took a shortcut. A brutal, efficient one. If something is familiar and it hasn't killed you yet, it's probably safe, and safe feels good. Zahont himself argued this was the whole point. The mere exposure effect isn't a quirk, it's an ancient safety signal. Familiarity is your nervous system whispering, this one didn't hurt me, relax. Your brain never got the memo that the world changed. It still treats an unfamiliar face as a small threat to be resolved. And the most unfamiliar face you will ever encounter, the one you've almost never truly seen, is your own. That is the strange twist at the center of all this. The one face designed to feel safest to everyone who knows you is the one face that quietly unsettles you. Because you were never in your own band. You were never on the outside looking at yourself. And it goes deeper than faces. Because there's a second version of you that you can't stand either. Your voice. You've heard it. A recording plays, a voicemail, a video, and a voice comes out that you refuse to believe is yours. It's thinner, higher, weaker, nasal in a way you never noticed. You think, I don't sound like that. And once again, everyone around you is confused, because to them, that is exactly what you sound like. You are the only one hearing an imposter. The reason is physics, and it's beautiful. When someone else speaks, the sound travels one way to your ears, through the air. Air conduction. But when you speak, you hear yourself through two channels at once. The sound in the air, yes, but also the vibrations of your own vocal cords traveling directly through the bones of your skull. Bone conduction. Those skull vibrations carry extra low frequencies that never reach anyone else. They add a richness, a depth, a warmth that exists only inside your own head. So the voice you've heard your entire life is a private mix that no microphone can capture and no other human has ever heard. Then, a recording plays. It strips away the bone-conducted bass and leaves only the airborne sound, the real one, the one the world hears. And to you, it sounds thin and wrong, because you're missing the deep private layer you didn't even know was there. This discomfort is real enough that scientists gave it a name. In 1966, two researchers named Philip Holzman and Clyde Rousey studied what happens when people hear their own recorded voice. They called it voice confrontation, and they found the reaction wasn't only about the unfamiliar sound. It ran deeper. Hearing your true voice from the outside is, in a quiet way, a confrontation with a self you don't recognize. So now you can see the shape of the whole thing. Your face, flipped by a lifetime of mirrors. Your voice, enriched by a lifetime of bone. Two versions of yourself, private and personal, that only you have ever experienced. And then the camera and the microphone show you the public version, the real one. The one everyone you love has always known. And an ancient part of your brain, tuned across hundreds of thousands of years to flag the unfamiliar as a threat, quietly recoils. You're not seeing yourself badly. You're seeing yourself accurately for almost the first time. And accuracy feels like a stranger. Here's what changes when you understand this. That flinch you feel at a photo, that cringe at a recording, is not a verdict on how you look or sound. It's not evidence that you're unattractive or that your voice is annoying. It's the opposite. It's proof that you're seeing the version of yourself you've had the least practice loving. Because the effect runs both directions. The more you see the real photograph, the more you look at the true image and hear the true voice, the more familiar it becomes. And familiar, as Zahong showed, slowly becomes warm. People who see themselves on video often, presenters, performers, anyone who's watched themselves 100 times, stop flinching. Not because they changed, because they finally caught up to what everyone else already saw. Your friends had a head start. They've been looking at the real you for years. You're just now being introduced. So think about the next time it happens. The photo lands in the group chat. The video plays. That old alarm goes off, the one your ancestors used to spot a stranger at the edge of the firelight. Something is wrong here. This face is unfamiliar. But nothing is wrong. That's not a stranger. That's the face the whole world has loved without you. That's the voice your friends would know in a crowded room with their eyes closed. The only person who ever found it strange is the one person who was never meant to see it from the outside. Someone just tagged you in a photo. And for the first time, you might actually recognize the person looking back. Thanks for watching. If this helped you understand your own sleep a little better, hit subscribe for more videos like this one. And let me know in the comments, what should I cover next?